right, so today we're going to go over Calm. And what I'm going to do here is go through everything a user might think about your app based on its visual and functional design, its UX and UI, starting from a general App Store search all the way to using the core feature of the app, talking about potential opportunities specifically for Calm here, notifications I get after leaving, and then what it's like returning the next day. I'm going to cover everything I like about the app, including everything I think that can be improved. And I'll cover tons of core design principles like Occam's razor and Hick's law and the Hawthorne effect, just to name a few that we'll be discussing in this video. So if you're a founder or product designer, then I think this video is for you. I promise you will learn many things in this video because I'm going to go really deep on every aspect. So maybe speed up the video if you want, but definitely take some notes because I think there's going to be a lot of helpful nuggets in here. Also, if you're a founder or product designer and want your app reviewed, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video talking about, again, what I like, what I don't like, what can be improved and why, and so on. So let's get into it. So I'm going to pretend I know nothing about Calm and begin my user journey as a regular person struggling with sleep. So what I'm going to do first is search apps to help with sleep. Help with sleep. So first I see Better Sleep, probably because it's in the name. You know, if you search help with sleep, you're probably going to see Better Sleep first before Calm, even though Calm has a lot more ratings and is higher in the App Store. But I actually want to go back to the ad for a second. I don't know why this isn't the general page, but I think this is just a great App Store preview page. As you can see here with this video playing, kind of going through the product, saying what to expect, nice backdrops. You can see some of the functions. I also like that there's a holiday reference. Just helps put people in the mood, I suppose. So I like this page. I would probably click on this first because it seems good and it's eye-catching. The general page isn't very interesting, which kind of goes into Calm. And so what's interesting about this app demo preview page is that it really makes you want to click on it. Like, this is a great use of the curiosity gap, which I guess is an App Store design by Apple to get you to click on apps. But the fact that you can have this brief preview of a video makes me want to click on it more. So I would highly suggest, if you're releasing an app to the App Store, is have this little 10-15 second demo showing a little bit about the app. I like the app combined with the text to see what to expect and what you'll do and how it helps. But for Calm, they don't have that, obviously. I actually really don't like this preview page at all because I can barely see the app. It doesn't really tell me anything about the app. The text is really small. As you can see there, the sleep more and stress less, live better. Like, that's actually kind of hard to read. App of the year 2017, it's 2024. That's not really relevant anymore. So clearly this seems like a very old app preview page that maybe in 2018 was really awesome. But now with the opportunity for videos, you can just say a lot more and attract people much better. You know, this is the von Restoff effect, where something really stands out on a page, really catches your eyes, which Betterment does here, or Better Sleep does here with the video. Like, that really stands out here. And I already know kind of what to expect, making me more inclined to click on it. Calm doesn't have that. It's just pictures and not very good pictures. I can barely see the app. I can barely see the text. So I would highly recommend to Calm to update that. So already, just by searching help with sleep, I'm more inclined to click on Better Sleep. So if we're grading Calm here on their design, again, this is full design from an App Store search to when your user's using your product, because it all is relevant. It all plays a part together. So we're going to dock Calm some points here because, again, I'm not clicking on their app based on this search. But anyway, let's say I do. So let's click on Calm. Okay, so again, just pages easier to see, but would be really awesome to have a video. You know, I can't really see what the app does. I see there's music, I see there's sleep stories, but there's just so much more you can do now in the App Store in terms of telling the story of your app to your users to make them more inclined to download the app. Obviously, they have this app of the year thing going for them, so sure, definitely promote that. But, you know, I'd like to see a video of the app. So overall, in terms of the App Store design, I mean, it's not great. It's much, like, I guess it's a C, like, it was fine, but actually, maybe it's a D because I chose a different app. Like, I liked the video from Better Sleep because I could see more about the app, so I decided to go to Better Sleep. So I guess they kind of failed the App Store search. And then their page, again, just isn't too interesting. Like, it's just this bland blue with some pictures of the app with small text saying a little bit. Like, If you can do videos now, do videos. It would probably take Calm a few days to just make a nice high production value video that says what the app is, what you can do, why you should get it. It's just 10 or 15 seconds. I don't know why they don't do that. I guess they're just lazy and just still resting on the fact that they got App of the Year in 2017. I don't know. And I'm paying so much attention to this. I mean, again, I haven't even gotten the app yet, and we're talking about app design, because this is like your digital billboard. Like, of course, some users will find you through social media and SEO and word of mouth, but some people just scroll the App Store to find apps, like more than you expect, actually. I looked this up, and about 33% of users discover apps from social media or search engines, and about 48% of users discover apps by just scrolling the App Store. So it's actually more valuable and way less of your time to just nail your App Store design one time and have it there as your digital billboard, updated every half a year or so when Apple releases new features like videos and when you have new things to announce for your product. But this is a pretty easy thing to do, way easier than SEO and social media posts that you have to update on a daily or weekly basis. So really focus on this part, really nail it, really work hard on it, because it's how almost half of your users will probably discover your app. So really make sure you nail it, and don't be lazy. Now we're actually going to get into the app. All right, so I like this little take a deep breath intro. That's nice to set the level. Okay, so I don't really like this. I don't like apps that immediately hit you with, do you want to allow notifications? Because this is really annoying to some users. And it kind of annoys me when they're asking to send me notifications when I don't even know anything about the app. I don't know if your app is good for me yet. I haven't used anything about it. So why would I allow you to talk to me if I don't even know why you talk to me? Like, obviously I'm here because I want better sleep, but I don't know if Calm does that for me yet. And so the fact that they're already asking to send me notifications is pretty annoying, and kind of makes me want to hit don't allow now, and then maybe I'll allow it later if I like it. But in my mindset, and I'm sure a lot of other users' mindset, even if it's like 20% of users' mindset, just to have this default no until they know what to expect from your app is really detrimental. Again, I have some more stats about notifications and how important they are to nail this. I'm going to spend some time on this. So push notifications can boost app engagement by up to 88%. 65% of users return to an app within 30 days when push notifications are enabled. Setting just one onboarding-related push notifications to new users during their first week can increase retention by 71% over 2 months. Users who opt in to push notifications are retained at nearly 2 times the rate compared to others who don't. After 3 months, push-enabled users had a 16% retention rate compared to only 4% of users who declined push notifications, so 4x there. And the last two, 48% of users say they made a purchase as a result of receiving a push notification, and 60% of app users say that push notifications make them use the app more frequently. So really eye-catching numbers here. I didn't know push notifications were this valuable in terms of increasing engagement and reducing churn. So push notifications are gold. Therefore, it's vital for you to nail the initial ask for a user to allow them to opt into notifications, which Calm doesn't do at all. This immediately stresses me out. I already get so many notifications. I probably don't want to deal with more. The whole point of Calm is to not bring stress to a user, and they're already shooting this right at me after telling me to take a deep breath. So I don't really like this. I don't know why I'd need notifications. I'm just going to open this when I want help sleeping. So what else can they possibly tell me, really? Before I even know anything about the app. So I would decline. I'm going to allow because I want to see, future notifications that they do decide to send me to analyze those. But I would decline this. I don't think Calm did this very well. And I will say notifications are tough because you want to ask early to lock in the user in case they leave, after 1 minute, and then maybe you can reactivate them with a great notification. I might open this, click around for a minute, decide it's not for me, and then 3 days later get a notification that, Matthew McConaughey has a new bedtime story that I might like. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to check that out, actually. I'm a big fan. And that's a great way to get someone back in. So you do want to ask early in case that happens, but I do think it's better to lock in a user through notifications once they understand what's going on. Once they hit that aha moment, and they see the value proposition of your app and they know why they'd want to return and they'd want to hear from you about new things that are coming up in the app that benefit them. So again, I would wait to show notifications till at least I go through this brief onboarding period and have an idea of what to expect from the app. I would default decline. Like I said, I'm just here to sleep, but I'm going to allow for the benefit of this video again, like I said. So there goes notifications. Again, I don't think they did well here. Lose some points. Why do they need to track? Again, it's just, you don't want to push the user here. Like, you don't want to be like, okay, notifications, great. Now that we got you, can we get you more? Can we track you more? Can we take more advantage of you? Like, I don't honestly really mind if an app tracks me, but people do. A lot of people, this bugs them. And already I might be like, all right, Calm's asking too much. I'm going to better sleep. I don't want to deal with this. So it's just, don't like pepper your users with this stuff right at the beginning. It's just like, it sets off a bad initial relationship. It's a bad first impression. But again, I'll just say allow for now. I'm typically a default just allow, because I want apps to do well, and they usually don't take advantage of that necessarily, or at least I don't know if they do. Some do, of course. Many people don't like this, so many people would say not to track, but whatever. Okay, so what brings you to Calm? I would have just liked to see this at first to at least, help me level set and get comfortable with the app before getting bombarded with 2 highly personal pop-ups. But anyway, what I will say about this page is this is a great way to, one, learn about your users, and to make your users feel better about what you're going to do for them. Because again, you're asking what brings your users to Calm. Really valuable questions, so you know where they're coming from, why they're choosing your app. If 75% of users are clicking better sleep here as to why they want to join Calm's going to do a lot more advertising towards better sleep, because it's why most of their users choose it, whereas maybe only 10% click increase happiness. So they don't really need to focus on that marketing messaging as much. Their copy should focus on better sleep if that's what most of their users are coming for. So this is an awesome page. This is really valuable. What's nice about it for me as a user is it says we'll personalize recommendations based on your goals. So that tells me that they're just asking about why I'm here to make it better for me. And you're getting very valuable information about how to market to users. So this is a perfect page to try to incorporate into your app somehow if you can. This messaging of personalized recommendations based on why you're here is excellent. Not every app will do that, obviously. It's not relevant to every app, but Calm here does a great job of doing this. I love this page. So Calm definitely gets some points here. I'll say, better sleep, reduce my stress, and improve performance. I really just want to sleep well. I want to fall asleep quicker. I want to wake up feeling better. So I'll say that. Create an account. Okay, let's skip to this. Okay, another pop-up. I still haven't used the app yet, and I'm getting hit with an upsell and a lock-in offer. And again, maybe I'm harsh, but I really don't like this because, again, I don't know what the app even does yet. I haven't hit that aha moment yet. So why are you trying to upsell me? I don't know what 50,000 minutes of audio design to relieve anxiety, stress, and more is. I don't know what any of those are. I don't know what the sleep stories narrated by familiar voices are. I haven't experienced any of this. So why would I pay $70 right now? I mean, it's a 7-day free trial, but why would I opt into paying $70 for something I don't even know what it does? And there's a very subtle X in the top left corner there to get out of this page, but it's kind of hard to see. I mean, your head obviously goes to the yellow 7-day free trial, the big white button, the deal you're getting for $6 a month on average at a $70 upfront price. And now I understand, like, trying to lock in people to free trials to keep them as a user. Users are more inclined to just pay for an app after they've gotten a free trial rather than just pay up front, obviously. And you don't want to give them a free trial and then let them leave without, getting the potential to be their customer. But again, I don't know what to expect, and this bothers me. So I'm not even going to say try free and subscribe because I don't know what I'm subscribing to. If I like it, then I'll subscribe. So I'm going to hit this sneaky X. And again, I got hit with a notification request. I got hit with an app with a request to track me across all apps. Now I'm getting hit with a premium subscription lock-in that's like highly pushing me to do it. This is not a stress-free environment Calm is creating. This is quite a stressful environment that Calm is creating for me as a user. So that really bothers me. Like, that's not what Calm is for. You should want the user to feel as comfortable and low stress as possible, especially for Calm, to make them comfortable with the environment you're giving them. I'm not comfortable with this environment. I've been hit with 3 pop-ups, all trying to get something out of me. before I even know what the app is. And there are, again, like I said, there are natural places to put in notifications. There are natural places to put in this upsell opportunity once the user sees the benefits of your app. If they're going to pay for something, if they're going to opt in for notifications, they're going to get to the value prop of your app. Like, I'm dedicated, I downloaded the app for a reason. I want help sleeping right now. Like, I'm going to play around for 5 minutes to like see the value. I'm not like, I'm probably not a 12-year-old that goes on an app for 13 seconds and then if they're not hooked, deletes it forever. Like, I'm an older person. I want to sleep well. I have more patience. Like, you don't have to force me into something. Like, this feels like a general app store principle rather than knowing who your users are and how they're feeling at a moment when downloading your app. Again, I'm tired. I'm stressed. You're just adding to that stress rather than letting me take my time, see everything, and naturally bring me into the app as I'm more comfortable and less stressed. So Calm is really not doing well so far on this onboarding opportunity, on these opportunities to lock in a user to notifications and to premium subscription. They're not doing it at the right time. They're really kind of failing these parts. So I'm going to skip this. Calm not doing well so far here. And then I get hit with a 50% off. This is pretty funny. I'm hitting X again. Like, I get, my issue isn't the price. My issue is I don't know what the app does. Okay, so now I'm in the app. The app itself looks nice, obviously. I mean, the colors are nice. The backdrop's nice. I can immediately see a video I can click on. Again, that special offer is still there. Special gift for today is interesting. I'll look into that later. No real like guidance or onboarding, which is probably fine. I mean, I can figure this out for myself. It's not necessarily a complicated app. So let's click on a video. How are you feeling? Start check-in. Okay, so this is nice. You can check in to see how you're feeling. Okay, let's track how you're feeling throughout the week. Okay, I mean, not really super interesting, but sure. So this is nice because, like, if you are feeling anxious, it always helps to, say either to someone or to an app that you're feeling anxious. It helps just to get it out there. So I'll say I'm feeling anxious because of all these pop-ups Calm's been giving me and stressing me out about the app before I've even used it. So I'll say I'm feeling anxious right now, and hopefully these videos can help. You can say why. That's kind of nice. Like, if you're really intentional with this, you can keep notes and then track it throughout the week, how you were feeling, on Monday, for example, if that was a really tough day and now you're reflecting on it. So that is nice. And some people probably do really value that. I'll just skip this for now. And it goes into the video. Okay, so this is nice. You can't hear it, but there's like a little narration going on. There are kind of a lot of buttons, but I think it's reasonable to have that. You get 3 free listens, learn more to start your 7-day free trial. It's right there in the video. If halfway through I'm like, what, this is nice. I want more than just 3 of these because apparently I only get 3, which wasn't initially clear. Then I might click to learn more and start that free trial. But anyway, let's keep going. The backdrop's nice too with the mountain. You probably aren't looking at your screen while you're doing this activity, but regardless, it's nice. So let's skip to the end and see what happens once we're done with the exercise. And a pop-up for an upsell, which this is a great time to do one. I wish they didn't show me this at the beginning, waited till I used the app. Again, it was just a 3-minute thing. And then they can show me this pop-up because now I'm like, okay, I understand the value Calm provides. It felt nice to have me, level set how I'm feeling, talk a little bit about why, listen to a calming video, and now I'm feeling better. Calm. Now I'm feeling better. I'll opt into a free trial. I'll give this more of a shot and then maybe pay. So this would be a great time to do an upsell. I'd be really happy with this if this is how they did it rather than showing me as soon as I download the app before I even knew what it was good for me. So this is a good time to do it. Again, I had the value prop. I had the aha moment. I see what's good about the app. Now I can decide whether I want to use it or not. The thing I will say, though, is they already told me they'll give it to me for 50% off. I think it said until tomorrow. So why would I subscribe right now when you're offering it to me for $70? If you already offered it to me 50% off 2 minutes ago, why would I say, oh, wait, let me do $70 instead? Like, I know that that's out there. So just like, I don't know, some engineering to fix there. Like, if you already offered someone the deal, keep offering them the deal. Put some logic in your code that, you show them the special offer if that's what you showed them last time. But anyway, good time to show the upsell moment. I'll hit the X for now. And another nice pop-up, how are you feeling now? So again, this is really nice, like that check-in feature to help you feel settled. So I can say, what else is there? Streaks, share, unlock comp premium, share for 3 free. Okay, so it's just some extra stuff, which is fine. But oh, well, personalize your recommendations, sure. Accident, but fine. How am I feeling now? I'm feeling more content now after that exercise. Celebrate the moment, say why. So that's on that. I like this. That can be really helpful for people that like to meditate and so on. So now I'm feeling better. Lovely. Thank you, Calm. See how you're feeling during the week. Recommended for you. A nice quote. Mood check-in reminder. Okay, so this is really interesting. Earlier, I got really annoyed that it immediately showed me notifications right when I opened the app for the first time ever. This, I'm assuming, a check-in reminder, if I do, I already clicked to opt into notifications to see what they were like. So it won't happen now. But if I were to click, yeah, I want to check in every night before bed so I sleep better, then it probably would have said, can you allow Calm to send you notifications? That's a perfect time to do it. Like, make it natural. Like, the language here is telling me, hey, like, it's good to check in consistently. It seems like that video just worked for you. You're feeling better now. Do you want to get reminded when you should do your check-ins on a daily basis? And then if I were to click night, I'm sure a pop-up would say, do you want to see notifications? Because you can't customize that message. Like, that's an Apple default message, but you can set it up by, something like this with the mood check-in reminder. So this is great. I would probably have this closer to the top of the page, like above the schedule or the calendar, because that doesn't really mean much to me right now. It's my first time using the app. So I would put it right there where the calendar is. And the recommended for you is nice because you can just keep going if you want more videos. Who doesn't like a nice quote from Montaigne? I don't know who that is. I'm a decent history buff, but I don't know that one. So let's click night and then the check-in reminder. So again, Calm will let you know when to do your check-in. You can select what days, what time. This is really nice. Again, a way to just opt in users to notifications rather than just immediately asking them before they know anything about your app. So this is excellent. I really like this. Set reminder, and we're back to the screen. Okay, so we'll hit X. So back to the homepage. I'm also realizing there's just like you can't hear it, but there's just crickets chirping in the background, which is just a really nice little feature for an app like Calm. Even when you're not actively using it, when you're scrolling through, there's still that like calming effect. So that's really nice. Okay, popular on Calm. I already looked through the free video. There's some guided breathing. A lot of these are locked, which is understandable, but some short ones are free, which is nice. So obviously the thing that catches my eye a lot is this special gift. Unlock your special gift for today. Well, before I do that, actually, let's scroll through the rest of the app. Daily trip, meditation, daily move, daily calm. So these seem like just, again, daily things, all premium. So I can't check that out. Recently played, that's nice. Personalize your recommendations. So this is really cool. Again, like that personalized feeling to the app. How are you feeling? Let's say right now I'm feeling a little tired. What does that show me? Now it shows me videos, some lo-fi beats, stay vibrant, city park soundscape. So stuff to kind of reset your attention, get you back in a productive mood if that's what you're trying to do. So that's really cool. Refresh recommendations. You get 5 new ones. Awesome. These ones are all locked, so that kind of doesn't help me. But regardless, that's really cool. Let's say if I'm feeling anxious, what does that tell me? Get calm, get present, tune in the moment, slay the swirl. So, okay, this is all nice. Rain on leaves. Like, this is a great way to find videos. I don't think it's a big deal that this is at the bottom. I mean, it's not far away, or the popular is gone. I don't know why. You see now it just says good afternoon, Justin. Before it said popular on Calm, and then it said like daily trips or something. So I don't know where those went, but I like that they show popular stuff. I'd probably would have personalized recommendations like right under that, because this is a great way to find videos, depending on how you're feeling. Whereas these daily things, I can't even access them. I don't even know what they would be like. So anyway, what catches my eye? Of course, the 2025 special offer. I already know what that's about. But the special gift obviously catches my eye, and who doesn't love a special gift? So I'll click on that. Trace the sound bowl. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, because again, it's like a meditative thing. You can, coming out your speaker is like a little, like whistle sound for the bowl. So that's a really nice fun feature to make you want to try this again. Okay, now I'm getting something for free. What do we get? A free piece of Calm content. Awesome. So this is a great thing to give for free because now I know what that premium content is. Earlier I could just listen to free stuff. Now I can actually see, what a piece of premium content is. And so it's alpha waves for increased sleep relaxation. So this is just binaural beats. I don't understand why this is premium. I can, get this on Spotify. But anyway, that's nice that you can get something premium for free. Now unlock everything with Calm Premium. So that free gift feature is awesome. Like that daily gift, like get someone to come back every day to find something really cool. Potentially Trace the Soundboard's a nice little fun thing. It's interactive. It's not just like a gift opening, like it's the user doing something. So that's really nice. I like that. So next thing we'll go over is, before we get to the bottom tabs, the top 2 buttons. This is some of like your most premium real estate you can have on your app. You typically only want 2 buttons, one in the top left and one in the top right. But you want these to be important because they're always going to be on the screen. Like even when I change tabs, okay, they're not there. So they're only on the home page, which is fine. But every time I open the app for that day or go back to the home page, those buttons are going to be there. So you want those to be really good. So obviously the one of the present catches my eye the most. I don't know if this is different from the free gift because it was the same icon, but I'll click it. And it is a referral thing. Okay, so gift a free 30-day Calm guest pass. So that's kind of annoying, I guess. I mean, it obviously, great. My friend gets 30 days, but there's kind of maybe like a little backfire effect to this, whereas I only get 7 days, and I'm the one who sought out the app and downloaded the app and have tried the app. Why does my friend that I just give it to get 30 days? Why do they get 4 times as many days of premium content than me? I clearly am more interested in the app than my friend, or else my friend would have downloaded it. So I don't really understand that. There's also like a degrading factor of the premium content. If they can give a whole month of it away for free, it's really that great. So that's kind of a little much. I'd maybe put it at a 14-day max for the referral, because I understand they want to get referrals. It's a great way to get new users, cheapest way possible, word of mouth. But I just wish it was I wish they weren't giving us away as much. And this is a cool page, like the card's fun. It says something about earn rewards as they sign up, but I don't know what those rewards are. So, I can't scroll anywhere, so they should make that a little more clear what those rewards will be, so there is some incentivized action. Should always incentivize the referrer, not just the referee, if that's the right way to say these things. So like, yes, the person I'm gifting the app to gets 14 free days or 30 free days. What do I get? Maybe I get a piece of premium content or something. It doesn't say for some reason, but always trying to have that in your referral. Give each side some type of bonus to encourage them to do the action. So we'll go back, we'll check out the other header button, the mountains here. Okay, so this is nice. Scene volume plays outside the app. If I close the app, I can still hear the crickets. Video. Scenes. Okay, so this seems interesting. So it's a bunch of different backdrops, some being night focused, some being day focused. Fireplace, earth, beach. So this seems cool. So let's see what happens if I click Yosemite, for example. Choose the scene. Okay, so now my screen changed. Oh, this is really cool. So now it's Yosemite. The color's green. It's a little more awake, a little more vibrant. So I like that a lot. I like that you can change it. I might put this on, when I start my day, but, when I'm getting tired, I'll put on this little dusk flower scene, and then I have that calm purple with the scene video playing in the background. So that's really cool. I actually love that feature. I wonder if this changes sometimes automatically. Like, it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and I had that typical mountain backdrop. I think it would be really cool if which some users might not like. They might just want their own background at all times, which you can have a toggle here next to scenes of like auto update, because I think it would be really cool in the morning and the afternoon to have, Denali or Yosemite or Mountain Lake, and then at night have Jasper Lake and the waterfall and Blue Gold, and just have them do that for me, depending on the time of day. I think that would be a really awesome feature. It's like exciting. It's just another little reason to log into the app again to maybe see what the background is if you really like nature and photography. I just think that would be a really cool feature. So I would recommend they give that auto update recommendation or option for the user. That would be really fun. But anyway, we'll go back to the typical Jasper Lake. And let's see. Okay, so that just about covers the main page. The page does look great. Like it again, like it fits the mood. You can also change it to make it custom to your mood. Gives you a little bit of guidance on what to try right now. It's good to always have that unlock everything with premium. If you don't have a premium user, you kind of always want to, usually it's maybe like a header button, like the mountain or the gift here, just to always remind them to upgrade to premium. So that's fine. I think this personalized recommendations is awesome. Great way to get a user into the content. So this is a good page. I like this page. I don't really have any negatives about it, quite honestly. Yeah, so this is good. So let's check out some of the other tabs now. So let's go to sleep. And I don't know if this is because I said I'm here for sleep or if just most users go to Calm for sleep assistance. So that sleep tab is always there at the bottom. You know, I wonder if I only said I came here for meditation or reduce stress, then maybe it wouldn't say sleep. Maybe it'd say meditation instead at the bottom tab. I don't know, but regardless, it says sleep, and it probably always says sleep. So now again, featured. These look like a little more higher production value in terms of the nice thumbnails and some of the guests. What's her name? Cynthia Erivo, Elphaba from Wicked, can tell me a nice bedtime story. So that's nice. Winter vibes, I like that. You know, custom to the season. People probably love the Christmas ones. Popular sleep stories. We have Cillian Murphy. We got Harry Styles, Matthew McConaughey. So now we have some bangers here. This was probably expensive for Calm to get these celebrity pairs. I would probably put popular sleep stories like right at the top instead of featured, at least for a new user, because I might, I saw the Cillian Murphy. I might just keep scrolling, but there's a lot of people who are big Harry Styles fans. And so like, I would want that like right there at the top to get someone to be like, okay, I want to listen to a story with Harry Styles. The problem is if I click it, I don't get any of it. Like you don't get even like 30 seconds of a premium content video. You immediately have to start a free trial, which is fine. Okay, little tangent. Personally, I like more of a freemium model where you give the user some of the premium content. So if this is a 15-minute guided sleep video, story, whatever, I would give a user 2 minutes. And then for everything they get like 2 minutes or whatever out of a 15-minute video. And then they get the opportunity to upgrade rather than not giving them any inclination of what this is and then asking them to start a free trial to then get all the content. I think it's a lot better to give a big Harry Styles fan, 2 minutes listening to Harry Styles talk to them and then say, oh, sorry, what's up? If you want to keep going, just do this free trial and it's no problem. Or not even do a free trial because you're doing the free trial. You got the 2-minute video. That's the free part. Upgrade now to finish the video. And then someone might be like, okay, I really want to finish this. I want to listen to the rest of what Harry Styles has to say to me. I'll upgrade right now. So I like that better because most people cancel free trials. But if you at least give them what the premium content is and they know, and you just give them like a little taste of it, a little preview, they might be really inclined to upgrade immediately. And you might actually have a higher conversion to premium than if you just gave a free trial of everything, because they might use everything. I might listen to the Harry Styles videos, the Cillian Murphy one, the Matthew McConaughey one, all their best content within a week. And I'm like, okay, well, I already did all the big stuff. Like, do I really need the rest? So I might not. But if you only give them a preview of it all, they're more inclined to pay for the whole thing. So just a little bit of a strategy standpoint there. If I were Calm, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do a 7-day free trial for everything. I would give everything away in a preview setting, and then you can upgrade if you want the full thing. I'm curious if they ever did that in the past, and if it wasn't as good as doing what they currently do as a 7-day free trial. Obviously, they know more than me. But I just think that would be more interesting. I would default do that method than what they're currently doing, but I'm sure they have data. Anyway, so I can't listen, I'll click X. So you can't click on it, or you can't listen to any of the locked content. Celebrate Voices, Venom. If Venom can put me to sleep, I'm a little confused by that one. Just other stories. Rules of Football by Donnie Kelsey. That's hilarious. So they have a lot of great content, which is fun. Sleep stories for kids. Okay, so this is really interesting. I have several thoughts. First, This is probably a huge value proposition for Calm users. Sure, parents might come to the app for themselves because they need help sleeping, but they might see this and be like, oh my God, if I can just play a video for my 1 or 2-year-old to just take a nap while I'm, working at my desk, and I don't have time to sit there and read to it and rock it until it falls asleep. Like, I can lay it down, play this story, and it's out in 2 minutes. That is extremely valuable to a parent. So because that is probably a lot more valuable than just having, the rules, football rules read by Donna Kelsey, having, this Ludo and Sierra's Icicle Symphony for your kid is probably a lot more valuable than that. So rather than putting sleep stories for kids under like several rows that, people might not even get to, I would put that as a lower tab in place of premium, because premium is on every page. Like, it's here again. It's on the home page. It's on the sleep page. Like, unlock everything with Calm Premium. That's always there. So that doesn't need its own bottom tab, which again is very valuable real estate. So I would actually have home, sleep, discover, probably would put kids where profile is, and then put profile where premium is. And then, someone can click kids and see all these sleep stories for kids, a lot more, maybe even like a recommendation one. How's your kid feeling? Like, maybe sick or tired or loud, whatever, to customize the videos like that. I think that would be really, really great. And I think parents would love that. And I wonder how strong their marketing message is targeted towards kids. Well, towards parents, of course, but for their kids, because that seems like a massive opportunity. Like, I might not need Calm. I'm not a parent, but I might not need Calm because, I sleep fine and I'm doing all right. But man, I would love it if it would help my kid fall asleep faster, because then I will sleep better. So I would pay for Calm Premium to have my kid sleep better. So I wonder how much they push that. I think that's genius. I would, again, make this more prevalent, give it its own bottom tab, rather than just drowned out in all this other plentiful sleep content. So that's really interesting. Playlists, trains, that's nice. I like that. I like trains and exploring and nature. The Darjeeling Himalayan Railway sounds lovely. Fictional sleep stories, I'm sure some people love that. Rules of football again, nature stories. So this is awesome. Like, just the amount of content they have is incredible. I like that but that's not really design. From a design perspective, I like that they have it split. I personally would just like to hear, backdrops while I'm, in my mind traveling through a train and seeing the mountains and the trees and so on. Like, that sounds really peaceful. Other people might like to hear a story, either fictional or non-fictional, to put them to sleep. And so it's just easy to find what you like, rather than all this being in featured or in popular. Like, I specifically want to be on a train right now, so I'm going to look for train videos. So I like the way this is designed. No shortage of content. Amsterdam canals, that's probably really nice. So this is just well designed. It's well organized. ASMR stories from Camilla Cabello, lovely, by narrator. So this is a good page. This is a really good page. There's obviously the worry of Hick's Law, making its way into the frame, which is the more options you're given as a user, the harder it is to make a decision, because there's so much content. But it's organized well, and it doesn't show, popular sleep stories. If I scroll through, how many are there? 10. So there's not like a ton within each category, and you can see more if you want. But it's all sorted nicely in certain categories, like trains, fiction, nonfiction. So that's avoiding Hick's Law well, I think. It's showing a lot of options, but not in an overwhelming way. And like, these big thumbnails are a really nice touch too. Like, I'm way more inclined, like, if I just read, let me go back because I'm really into the trains. If I just read the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, like, that does sound cool, but that picture looks really nice, especially like the Glacier Express. Like, if I heard that, that would mean nothing to me. But now it looks like, like a train to the North Pole, and that's really nice. So the thumbnails are awesome. I can tell they take their time in it, and they're all really good. So that's good design there as well. So let's keep moving. Discover. Again, just to search by certain things. Here, meditation for beginners here is really valuable. I wonder if there's a way to make some of this more discoverable, because this Discover page, this feels like a lot. Like, I can pick by various categories or different types of calming anxiety, news noteworthy, browse by goal, meditation by time. So now I'm feeling like that kind of decision paralysis. Like, there's a lot here, and I don't know which to go through. So I wonder if maybe some of this, like, browse by goal, maybe I would put on the home page. Like personalized recommendations, how are you feeling? I guess it's kind of the same as browse by goals, so maybe you wouldn't want that on the home page. So this is kind of tough. I guess it's in the right place. I just think there's a lot on this page, and maybe you can put browse meditations by time on the home page. I just think there's a lot of like core features here. Meditation for beginners, I'd probably put that on the home page too. Like, let's look here. So good afternoon, Justin, some random videos. Personalized recommendations, great. I would have a, by time, 3 minutes, 5 minutes again, and then maybe under that meditation for beginners, because you make it easy for new people to calm if they came for meditation purposes, to find that really easily, because it's kind of, again, it's just one little small video in the Discover page that's really hard to find. But if I came here to try to pick up on meditation for the first time in my life, it's hard to find that. And if you put that on the home page right there, it's really easy to find, and that could be really valuable for a small set of users and a reason for them to upgrade. So I'd probably put that on the home page at least. A lot of awesome features, just a little too much on this Discover page. Feels like they just said everything that's not out on the main page, let's just throw it in here so people can find it. I think you can think a little more about what else you want on the homepage, because there's really not a lot on the homepage, and I think you could put a little more on the homepage. Anyway, definitely a lot of content. I'll claim or give Calm for free. It's there again. That doesn't really need to be on the profile page. Again, like I already know that button's there at all times, the gift button. Like I know I can give it to a friend if I want. You don't have to keep reminding me. Unlock Calm Premium, stats. Okay, total sessions, mindful minutes, streak, little calendar here. So, okay, so this doesn't really tell me much. Like, I don't really care how many sessions I did or how many minutes I did or what days I did it on. And I understand they're trying to do some type of, like retention method, like in terms of streaks and like kind of gamification. That's a little loose of a term, but in terms of streaks, to keep users coming daily, because daily active users is like the number you really want to optimize for, of course, in an app like this. But I'm not really feeling more inclined to come back because I have a streak, for example. What I think can be really interesting with this calendar is if Calm could partner with like an Aura ring, for example, and you can track, and maybe you can just do this on Aura ring anyway. But it would be really cool for Calm to get that information on the app as well. Essentially what I'm saying is users can hook up their Aura ring and you can see how you're feeling before you start Calm. Like when you log into Calm, pop-up can be, hey, do you want to do your check-in? And just like it asked me, how are you feeling? And I said anxious. It could also say, what's your heart rate on your Aura ring? Maybe it's 85. I'm really anxious right now. Or 95, whatever. And then I do my check-in. I feel a little better after. How do you feel? I feel content. What does my Aura ring say? Now it says 70. All right, so that worked. Like Calm made me feel better. That's awesome. And then it can say that in this calendar, maybe instead of showing the whole month, it just shows a week in bigger blocks. And it'll say like check-in scores, before Calm, 85, after Calm, 70. And you can see the actual effects. That's really cool. I think that would be awesome. Again, same thing with sleep. Days I used Calm to help with sleep. Maybe Wednesday the 18th, I didn't use it. Maybe Thursday the 19th, I will use it. I can hook up my Aura ring again and say, how did I sleep on the 18th? Well, my sleep score, if that's how they do it, was like a 79. I didn't use Calm. But then on Thursday, I did use Calm. What's my sleep score the next day? It said it was a 94. So it's like a way to actually confirm that Calm is working for you and add those stats that are like really interesting now. Like that's what I care about. I don't care how many times I used Calm. I care about how it impacted me. How well did it do its job? And if I'm able to track that like with an Aura ring and do those check-ins before and after and then put in that data, then I'm more inclined to keep using Calm every day because it's working and it's valuable for me. And it'd be cool to just see that information on the calendar whenever I want. Like, oh man, Wednesday I slept really well, probably because I watched that Harry Styles video and it put me right to bed. I should watch that again. I'm really struggling to sleep tonight. Obviously it worked for me. I'm going to watch it again. So that's really cool. I would highly recommend they do something like that, partner with some type of company that tracks heart rate and sleep scores. I don't think it's really I think Aura Ring would benefit from Calm giving them distribution and Calm benefiting from Oura Ring giving them distribution. Obviously, like I just said, I don't think it would have to be like Calm giving away too much. Like, with a purchase of Oura Ring, you get 3 months free of Calm Premium or something. And with Calm, hook up your Oura Ring. Like, they're pushing you to get an Oura Ring to track your data better and show like a nice little demo video of how you can do that with your Oura Ring. So I think they can just complement each other really well. And there wouldn't have to be, it'd be a pretty even deal, I think, just hypothetically. I'm just thinking this right now, but I think that would be really awesome for Calm to do. Be a really cool feature. Premium tab, yep, I expected just the free trial for, again, $70 a year, even though I can get it for half off, which I can't anymore. I don't know where that went. Again, that's kind of annoying. If you're giving your user half off, why aren't you still giving me half off? It said I had it till tomorrow, and now I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing a regular upgrade. So that's really annoying. That just like rubs me the wrong way as a user. And another thing I'll say about this calendar is like it gives that goal grading effect that they're probably trying to do with streaks, but that they really can do when users can see their sleep score and heart rate levels, continuously improving as they use Calm. And if they start the free trial and they see a consistent week of improving results, confirming their goals, then they're going to lock in to Calm for that free trial or for that year pay period, because they have confidence in somewhat of an arbitrary data point. Like I can say, I feel like I slept well last night, but I don't know how well, or I feel like I'm a little more relaxed now, but I don't know how more relaxed. So then if you can, get that data on there, that's just really interesting for users. And there's also some loss aversion there. Whereas, I don't want to stop using Calm because I see my scores are so well. My sleep scores have been great. My heart rate's been great. I don't want to stop using it. So they're less likely to leave. Even if they're like, okay, I think I have it down now. Like, I think I know how to meditate pretty well. Still probably will like the guidance because they know it works rather than seeing if they don't need it. Some people just might not find that worth it and just keep paying for it. So that's just about everything with the app. And again, I went over a lot. I think the app design looks great. I think certain things can move around a little bit. Certain things like meditation for beginners can be more prominent. Kids can be way more prominent. I think that can have its own tab rather than this premium tab because, again, Unlock Premium is everywhere. The auto-changing background would be a really nice feature, at least in my opinion. So that just about sums everything up. Last thing I'm going to do in this video is just go over some of the notifications I've gotten over the last few days since downloading the app. Again, notifications are really important. And, we covered in this video how to nail them from a user lock-in perspective, but now we'll talk a little bit about how to make sure they're effective in the messaging. So here are a few I've seen. First of all, just the typical, 40% off, a nice little upsell opportunity, just to let our user know there's a bit of a flash sale going on. The how are you feeling one was just a general one I got. Like I said in the video, when you can request those reminders for Calm to notify you, I said that was a good like organic notification time for Calm. And when I did say remind me every night at 10 p.m. to, check in, they sent me these notifications every night at 10 p.m. How are you feeling? Take a minute to check in. So, nothing special, but just a reminder at a certain time that I requested, them just reminded me to jump in the app. So effective. This one was unique, just a nice calm reset. Notice your posture. Are you holding yourself in a way that serves you? Similarly, give yourself a hug. Your brain can't tell if it's from you or someone else. Nothing to do with calm necessarily, but just keeping you in that mindset of meditation, of relaxation, of reducing stress, all things that calm can help you with. So calm's not necessarily saying, hey, use calm to feel better. It's just saying, here's some tips from calm, your go-to place for these kind of tips and to feel better and so on. So interesting notification strategy there, not selling something, but just being that influencer, if you will, in the life of the user. And then some specific ones, recommended for you. Calm 7 days of calming anxiety, try it for free. This is more of a traditional notification of, hey, we have something new that we think you'd really like. Check it out. I got a similar one. Curious about meditation but don't know where to start. Try the first session in Calm's How to Meditate course for free. These are really good, like target notifications of like, hey, we know you're new. They probably know I haven't signed up for a free trial yet or am a premium subscriber. So, they're saying, hey, here are some things you can try as a beginner that we think would really benefit you. And the rest were just kind of similar to those. So again, there's some specific ones about, hey, here's a flash sale. Some other ones that are, just giving you tips to be stress-free without necessarily using Calm, checking your posture, trying to clear your head, give yourself a hug. And other ones that are directed specifically towards Calm. Hey, we have some new content. Here's a little piece of it for free. We think it'll help you as a new user. Come check it out right now. And then lastly, just that constant daily reminder of, hey, it's time to check in like you said you wanted to. So those are kind of like the different categories of notifications I gotten. I'm not a huge user, so none of them were really like super interesting to me. They did make me look, and I think partially it's because that thumbnail, Calm's app icon is really good. Like that cursive is really unique. That color is unique. Like it really stands out when I do get that notification. So I'm almost always looking at it. So that's something to think about as well. Your app icon design. Didn't really cover it in this video, but it is really important, not only in how it looks on an app store page, but how it looks on notifications to make a user really think about that, look at that. I'll probably do a whole little targeted section on app icon designs later because there's some interesting strategies. Calm has kept the same for 10 years probably. Duolingo changes theirs every few months, just again to keep it unique and fresh. But regardless, I thought these were good notifications. I don't think they were wasted. I thought all of them played a part. Again, whether it was a flash sale, just a trusted advisor, your trusty calming, anxiety relieving advisor with some tips, new content, reminder about to check in. Like those were all good notifications. I didn't feel any of them were pointless. Like none of them would make me say, I don't need these, I'm going to unsubscribe. They were all something that I looked at and thought was interesting. So that's a good notification strategy. They don't always have to get the user in the app. They just don't have to annoy the user and make them unsubscribe. So good notifications. Again, covered a lot about Calm here. Go to userjourneys.blog for a little 2,000 word summary of everything, like really organized in a quick and clear way. If you like this video, I'm going to do many more. I think it's fun. So maybe subscribe to the channel so you get notified when those new videos come out. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you stick around for future videos. Thanks.